Hello? Hello? Your jump frame's bad there for a minute. I think we're alright. Good for now. Hello? You know, let me go on my Antietam cable rant. So what was it, last weekend? Something like that. Some night. I think it was like last Friday or something. Last Friday or Saturday. It was last Friday night. My internet went out around 12 or so. And I called in, and they're like, yeah, we're doing scheduled maintenance. And they went down from like 12 to 6 in the morning. That's what they told me. And it came back around 2 o'clock. But ever since that maintenance, my internet has been worse. So, great job, everybody. Anyways, 2018 or 19, we're doing 2018. You can always bank on me doing 2018. I'll never do 2019 again. I did it once. That was good enough. It'll always be 2018 from here on out. So, alrighty. I think we're good to go. Hopefully the internet holds up. I know it's kind of going back and forth for now, so I'll keep an eye on it, and we'll see. So, yeah. Anyways, we'll go ahead and hop into it here. Pick my vehicles for the night, and yeah. What the hell was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I don't know. Happy to be here. Great to have you all here. Hopefully you guys have fun. Make sure you guys don't get angry. There's gonna be a lot of crashing like there is every week. But most importantly, we're here to have fun. So here we are. So hopefully we can do that tonight. Have a good old time. I'll be back next Tuesday night with the Xbox sub streams. We'll see y'all there. Who to pick? I don't know. Who won the truck race? Ross Chastain. That's right. Good to see. I didn't really watch the race. What was I doing? I watched the end of it. I was watching it on stream. I didn't know it was on Fox. I thought it was on Fox Sports 2. I don't have Fox Sports 2 anymore, apparently. It wasn't on Fox Sports 2. That's why I couldn't find it. And it wasn't on Fox Sports 1, so I was watching the live stream of it. Let's pick Travis Quapple for reasons unknown. What's up, the KY Colonel? How you doing? It's the Xbox F1 sub stream this Saturday. Probably. I'm still putting myself down for a probably. Not 100% confirmed yet, but probably. I give it about, it's probably 60% right now. I give it about 65% that it'll happen. So we're looking good. We're on the good side of it. So let's see here. Xfinity was at Iowa. I saw Jeremy Clements crash. He doesn't have any bonus paint schemes. Thought he did. I know I don't have the hot pass on this. That's why he does. Centric also crashed, didn't he? I don't have to answer. I don't have to ask that question. Who even won? It's Chase Briscoe. That's right. How about that? Yeah, the hell with it. I'll just pick. I'll pick Jeremy Clements because he crashed a little bit. He probably did pretty good. And for Cup,
Okay, Martin Truex hits the wall. He comes in the pits.
I like how the gift didn't even show up.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Martin Truex.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
What other sport would have a crucial moment of the game or race? A pass for the lead with like 15 laps left happened during a commercial break? A joke.
A joke.
Okay,
I like how she said that.
Thanks,
man.
Cole Pern gets out the magic wand. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Martin Truex.
Love your bits.
Wow, thanks, man. I'm really feeling Bill. He finished 4th on Sunday. I'm feeling some Bill. Feeling some Bill action. Let's bring out old Bill. Let's bring this one. All right. So we're gonna start off with the Truck Series, like usual. And yeah, 4% max 32. No, and off. We got a lot to we got a lot to talk about. I'm excited. All right. Did EA send you a copy of Madden yet? No, I'm not that cool. Speaking of which, I haven't bought Madden. I didn't pre-order Madden to play it a couple days earlier. That special version. I'm waiting because I don't want to give him $20 extra out of my pocket. So, yeah, I won't be playing until Thursday. Anyways, how's everybody doing, man? How y'all doing? Did you guys enjoy the races this weekend? We had some great races. We had a great F1 Grand Prix in Germany that I missed, and I'm so upset because I always sleep through the good races. That in Hungary, I think it was. Not Hungary, it's Austria. I get those two confused. Austria, I slept through that, and that was, I think Verstappen won that too, right? It pissed me off, man, because, like, I was up late, and I was like, it was like 2 hours before the race, and I was pretty tired, and I was like, there's no way I can make it another 2 hours. So I was like, all right, I'll sleep. That was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. Because next thing I know, I woke up, it was like 2:30 in the afternoon, and it was like NASCAR pre-race. It's like, man. And then, of course, I hop on, I looked in Discord, and everybody's like, oh, yeah, it was the best race of the year. And I was going through social media, and that's all I saw was F1 Grand Prix. I was so pissed. But yeah, I kind of caught up on it after that. Anyways, IndyCar was good. Yeah, that's right. IndyCar was good. Had a good finish. I missed most of that because I was watching Pocono. And Pocono was, for Pocono, wasn't too bad. Like, the first half of the race was pretty lame, but, like, after that, man, we got a lot of restarts, and the action was pretty good. So, yeah. So, I mean, it was a pretty good weekend. Yeah, the Kurt Busch and Stenhouse, I was actually really surprised at that, man. Stenhouse just doesn't give a shit. It really sucks because a lot of people roast Stenhouse, but, like, that's what the sport needs, man. Whether you like him or whether you don't. That's what the sport needs. I like guys who, like, just don't give a shit and will, like, do stuff like that from now, like, every once in a while. I really appreciate guys who just don't take any shit. And once again, I think that's what you want in the sport, man. Once again, a lot of people give him shit, and arguably so. He's not the best. He hasn't really proven himself, but hey, man, he doesn't take any shit, whether, it was called for or not. I appreciate it. So salute to Stenhouse for, going out there and doing something. So, but yeah, anyways, should have made an alarm on your phone. What do you think I did? I made 2 alarms on my phone. I made 2 alarms on my phone, and I slept through them both. I was done. Like, I was pretty tired, but, like, I didn't think I was that tired. I thought I could take a 2-hour nap, wake up, and be fine. I don't know why I just slept so damn good. I slept, and I woke up briefly during it. I would have made an extra effort knowing that it rained. I didn't know it was going to be half a rain race. So, I woke up like halfway through, and I looked at the TV, and I was like, it's raining, or it's wet. And I heard Lance Stroll in the lead, and both Mercedes having issues. And I'm like, oh my God. And, like, I didn't have any control over myself because the next thing I knew it was like 2:30, and that was it. And I woke up and I was like, "Oh my, what happened?" So, yeah, hopefully, what's up next? I think Hungary is this week, and then it's a summer break. I can't stand when F1 does that, man. How you gonna take a summer break, man? I mean, I guess I get it, but I don't get it. It's annoying. Man, remember to go to Eldora? Oh yeah, we'll definitely do Eldora. Sounds is good. Freaking 2-time Xfinity champ. That's true. That's true. He had a really, really rough start in the Nationwide Series. Got benched for wrecking too many cars, but he really came back and did some good things. It kind of sucks because, like, he's in a shitty. I mean, it's not a bad ride, but it's also not a good ride either. So I kind of feel for him. I like to see what he could do in, like, a top tier ride, but yeah. Yeah, and Williams scored. That was pretty cool. Good for Williams. Yeah, what a wild race, man. I really wanted to go back and watch it. I guess I still can. I don't know where I would watch. I don't know if it's on YouTube anywhere, but I would definitely like to go back and watch it all the way through since I missed it. But yeah, hopefully Hungary's a good race. Speaking of Hungary, I actually got my F1 2019 video ready to go after this. I just got to put the thumbnail together and we'll be good to go, which is at Hungary. And it's hard to pass there. I hope it's not. Hopefully it's not like that in real life. It's hard. It's tough to pass there, which it's tough for F1 to pass anyways. So, oh damn, aggressive almost went around there. Oh man, Can you play more Minecraft on Twitch? I can. Will I, though? Probably not much more, no. Sorry. There's race highlights on the... Yeah, I'm not looking for highlights. I'm looking for the... I just want to sit down and rewatch the whole race. It seems like a good time. I'd like to rewatch the whole thing. I watched a lot of, like, the little clips and stuff that happened during the race. It doesn't do it for me, man. I want to watch the whole thing, so... And I'm usually weird about that. If I miss a race, I'm like, whatever. But I actually really want to go back and rewatch the whole thing. Rain races are the best. I like the KBM. You have to have talent. KBM, they got a weird batch of bad drivers. It's really weird because, like, you know, it's not really... I feel like that's, like, half of the reason why the trucks have been so much fun this year. It's because Kyle Busch used up all his starts early. And all the KBM drivers they have already kind of suck, so it's not like them, you know, dominating every week. So it's been a fun time in the trucks. Too bad I missed half of the season because Rod Car every Friday night. But the good news is Sesra got postponed. They're back in the whole season up a week, so we don't got a race this Thursday. I don't got a stream, and I'm watching the fucking the Eldora Mud Summer Classic. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna be such a good time. But, yeah, GG. Anyways, what was I talking about? I'm having internet problems, but I'm using LTE for you because I'm a boss. Well, good for you. Still pissed they penalized Kimmy. Yeah, they got both of them, right? It was something with the clutch. Like, what? I didn't really read into it. Yeah, I did hear about that. That's kind of some shit. Because both of them finished in the points. Him and Giovinazzi. How do you say his last name? So, yeah. Holy shit! Undead Gaming. Welcome to our club. Welcome to our club. Welcome, Undead. Welcome, Undead. Well, that's a tough one to say.
Brickyard crew chief. I know who you are.
I know who you are. Wow, welcome to our club. Hopefully you know the perks. If you'd like something on the iRacing cars for Thursdays and Fridays, which we're not racing this Thursday, but Friday, make sure to send me an email, contactwinval@gmail.com. It's also down below in the description. So you can send me a logo or your name or, you know, whatever you want on the car. If you have a slot, it's always open as long as you remember. Make sure to use the emojis in chat. You can also link your YouTube to your Discord, and you can join our members-only Discord chat. So, let's get some road course in there. We'll definitely end with Eldora, a Canadian Tire. Amazing that Sainz spun it and still finished 5th. Really? See, I didn't know about that. That's why I want to watch the race. I didn't know about that. That's pretty cool. Man, what other cool shit did I miss? Oh, man. Do the jump. I might do the jump. If I suck and I'm last, I might do the jump. I'll probably end up doing the jump. Also, that's right. I was going to talk about the NASCAR Heat 4 news. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you might have saw it on Twitter if you don't follow me. But yeah, so somebody, I can't remember his name, but somebody did an article. I was talking about it on Twitter. And it shed a lot of light on NASCAR Heat 4 for this year. I'm going to have to pull it up. I'll have to read it to you guys when I get a chance. But for those of you who did read it, there's got to be at least one in chat. Let me know what y'all think. Oh, what the hell? Not logged in. There we go. Hey, there it is. Matthew Cato did an article on, I guess he played NASCAR Heat 4 at some point and kind of did a write-up on stuff that has changed and has not changed. So, yeah, there's a lot of interesting points in it, so y'all let me know what you think. IRL German Grand Prix Majors look tame. I know, right? That's weird how that works out. I don't want to spoil my F1 video here in a little bit, but it's definitely pretty interesting. It was a pretty good race. Once again, it was really tough passing, but yeah, it definitely wasn't as hectic as the last one. So I don't know. We'll see how that translates to real life. But here we go. Yeah, I'm definitely hitting the jump. Oh, I'm so sorry. The grass sucks in this game. Sucks the paint booth isn't improved. Yeah, that's probably the biggest takeaway that really sucks. Yeah, man. I mean, 4 games, we ain't got a paint booth, man. That sucks. I mean, that's the only way to put it, man. That sucks. But we'll see. I think he said something like it hasn't changed at all, or something like that. The way he worded it in the article makes me think that it wasn't really changed whatsoever, which is really disappointing. I don't know if it's like that or not. That's the impression I got from reading it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I talked about that. Supposedly, the caution on the last lap thing is fixed. That's great. That is fantastic, because at the end of the day, that kind of still takes priority over the paint booth for me, just because it's like one of those things, like sure, you can make the paint booth as good as you want, but at the end of the day, we got to get the rules right. We got to make the game accurate, right? So, yeah, we'll see if that's fixed or not. A lot of times they've told us where stuff is improved or stuff is fixed, and that hasn't been the case. Kind of like last year, they told us the ping-ponging wasn't gone. What else did they tell us? They told us that AI pit strategies were fixed. They weren't fixed. They still did a lot of dumb shit, so we'll see. But aside from that, there was some good stuff. A lot of the stuff he was talking about, one of the biggest things that caught my eyes, there's sliders. There's a lot of sliders. And I'm kind of torn between it because I really like it, but at the same time, I really don't. And I'll tell you why.
He comes in the pits. Cole Pern gets out the magic wand. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
I am the one you hit in the grass. Lol, got in it
Oof.
too.
Sorry, dude. Sorry. But yeah. I think they wanted to fix the gameplay more than anything else, and that is 100% what they should have done. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was thinking today. I was like, you know what? I mean, that's what I've been asking for. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of gameplay to go off of. I haven't played the game myself yet, so there's a lot of unknowns with that. But you know, I mean, in my opinion, I don't speak for everybody, but in my opinion, that's what should come first. So we'll see how that comes out. But yeah, I don't know. I think the paint booth is definitely up there for sure. And I don't know how hard it is to do. Apparently, it's really damn hard if you can't get it in 4 iterations of a game. But so it goes. We'll see if we get it for Heat 5. If we don't get it for Heat 5, we're gonna have a problem. We got a problem. Even though I'm not big on the paint booth. I usually don't do a lot with it. Anyways, I'm not creative. I don't got time for that. But it's always a big part of racing games, especially NASCAR games, man. But I mean, you think back to it, like NASCAR Thunder 2004 didn't have a full paint booth. NASCAR, like the Technics games did, which is really great. Don't get me wrong, it's really great. But I think done right, NASCAR E3's paint booth was really so like bare bones, man. It was really bad, and you couldn't even really change it in your career. You were tied with the sponsors or whatever and the car numbers, and it wasn't good. So I think if you freed up a little bit, like NASCAR Thunder 2004, you know, it's not as big as the Technics games, but it still wasn't bad. Like you could do a lot of different things with that. So if we could get something closer to that, I wouldn't be too upset about it. You know what I mean? But I didn't hit the jump. I'm disappointed. Oh man, that famous last corner. He got me. Oh, is he gonna give me the spot? Wow, gentleman and a scholar. I salute you, sir. Like they need to improve the physics. Have on-track driving, get the physics and driving style back to where it was in NASCAR 14-15. Well, I mean, I think it'll be there. All I know is I saw a clip of the infield road course at the Roval, and they weren't drifting and sliding everywhere, so that gives me a lot of hope. Anyways, yeah, so let me read this for you guys if you haven't heard it already. A lot of this stuff we already know. But multiple racing lines, in my hands-on time of the game, one of the things that was immediately noticeable was the fact that the rest of the AI cars took multiple race lines around the track when possible. This is a change from past iterations, and it opens up different strategies and outcomes. For the players themselves, the long-term advantages of using a different line throughout the race may necessitate tweaking your car's setup to get maximum results. That's interesting to me. We'll see how that plays out, because obviously inside-outside line, one lane's probably going to, chew your tires up more than the other one. I don't know if it's going to be quite that in depth. It's kind of hinting towards that. I don't know what else it would be, but my main concern with that is looking at some of the gameplay already. I feel like they probably already went overboard with the multi-groove racing, so that when we have tracks where there's not totally a lot of grooves, but the track's still wide, we're going to see cars using grooves that shouldn't be used, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that's the biggest problem in the world. It might look pretty stupid, but I think for most tracks, there is a lot of tracks where there's a lot of different grooves, so we'll see how that works. So that's just, I guess we'll go by this section by section. So surprised they changed the tire model, which was needed for a long time. Let's see. But yeah, sliders. Yeah, so a new slider this year allows you to adjust how compressed or spread out you want the field to be. This has a big influence on the overall difficulty of the race, availability of draft partners, and is, oh boy, big word, tied with new collision sliders. Let me pick something random here. Let's go to, like, Iowa. There you go. Yeah, so you can tweak the ability of both your car and AI cars, as well as their ability to recover from contact. So, see, that's the stuff, like, I'm really torn between, because, like, don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool that you can, like, adjust little stuff like that and fine-tune it. But, like, in my opinion, if we're going for the more realism aspect, it should be already, like the devs should determine and already, like, preset it, you know, to be realistic, right? Like, it shouldn't be up to us to figure it out. But at the same time, I like having the ability to customize it. But like if you just straight up dump somebody, or you have contact with another AI car, like, I feel like, in my opinion, the devs should have done as much as they can to make it realistic, you know, a realistic outcome to however you hit them, and instead of having a slider for you to kind of just pick and choose whether, you know, they'll probably spin out or not, if that makes sense. I feel like it should be kind of, I don't know, set up for realism, I guess. And that goes, like, spread out if you want the field to be. Like, I shouldn't be able to choose if I want the field spread out. I mean, it's a nice feature that it's there, but, like, if I run a Daytona and Talladega, and we have the current cars, the current package, they should drive, and they should be spaced out like they would be spaced out. Why do I get to choose that? Does that make sense? Like obviously Daytona and Talladega is always going to be packed one way, or, like, it's the same way as long as the package is the same. And that goes for probably Talladega, like Phoenix, Texas, whatever. Like, it's probably, you know, that's just because that's how the cars work. So they like, the game should be set up to be like that, instead of, you know, does that make sense? Do you guys you guys get what I mean? So but at the same time, I like that they're there, because even if they get it wrong, you can kind of tweak it and fix it the way you think it should be. I just, especially like Daytona and Talladega, man, it should only be packed up like one way, and it shouldn't be any other way. So I don't know why you'd give us the option. I say that, but, like, that does give you the chance to dick around with it and do some stupid stuff and some fun stuff with it. But oh boy, I hope they fix that. Damn. But yeah, anyways, you can adjust the sliders of how well they spread out, how well they have a chance of, like, saving it. It seems. Yeah, I'm not really sure, so we'll see. I wonder if they'll include preset slider options like simulation or arcade. I'm sure we'll have something similar to that. I'm not really sure. We'll see. Dirt Track Origins. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's a pretty short bit in it, but yeah, basically starting the Dirt Series if you want. The only difference this year is you can kind of start wherever you want. So if you want to start in the Cup Series, you can, which I appreciate, because not everybody wants to do all that stupid shit coming up through. If I would have, you know, realistically, if I'm playing the game, not for a career mode or anything, I probably would just skip to the Cup Series. I don't want to do any of that extra stuff. Maybe I'd do a NASCAR truck season just for the hell of it. But if you're running a career mode, and that's like, that kind of, like, it's like 2K almost. If you guys ever done a 2K, like my career, Like once you do it the first time, it's fun, but like you always go back and do another career, right? If you're doing it to have fun or whatever. Nobody wants to go back and go through the cutscenes again. Nobody wants to go back and go through all the damn series again. You might, but most people don't, including myself. So I appreciate that you have the option to do that. That saves a lot of just unnecessary stuff. So yeah, I like the idea of sliders, but once again, like, like I don't know how to say it to where it'll make sense what I'm trying to get at. I feel like it should be set up realistically, but still have the sliders there if you want to tweak it for whatever reason. I mean, I'm sure that's probably how it will be, but it gives, like, the impression that gives me is that we don't exactly know how to make these cars realistic, so we're gonna give you sliders to figure out, and let you figure it out for yourselves. Does that make sense? Because that's kind of like, I mean, that's what I get from it. That's how it makes sense to me. Like, we don't exactly know how to space these guys out quite right, and we don't exactly know how to replicate the package and what it's gonna do. But here's some sliders. You guys figure it out, and you guys get it the way you want it. That's all that matters. Which, okay, but I don't know. Anyways, moving on from that. Yeah, I did see Tony Stewart punch a fan last Friday. That was badass. That's what he gets for running his cocksucker. Let's see here. Thoughts on the train wreck of 704's marketing? Zero announcement of Steelbox cancellation? Game Informer having to give details and then focused on roster releases. I don't know what you mean about the Steelbox cancellation. Game Informer having to give details. I mean, that's how it usually goes with games. Games, like, they'll have writers play their game and then talk about it. That's how it goes with most games, so... they've already given up a lot of details themselves, so I'm not sure that has to do with anything. And then focused on roster releases. Well, they did that the last couple of years. I mean, you want to see who's in the game, right? I don't know what you're really getting at. So, we'll do one more. Let's do outdoor, and then we'll switch over to Xfinity so we get some more people in here if they want. But, yeah. Steelbox was canceled according to 704's website. It's not going to be the stupid fancy cardboard. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Yeah. Yeah, see, that I didn't know about. Well, that's really interesting. It's quite disappointing as well. I mean, I probably wouldn't have got it. But, yeah, I think a lot of people were actually kind of excited for that. So, interesting. Apron spinning is completely gone. Do we have a source on that? Yeah, so the Steelbox is canceled. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure exactly what that means. That's yeah, that's interesting. Anyways, yeah, so read the next part of this. Apart from changing the AI through sliders, developer Monster Games has changed the AI lap times so they fall off more realistically, bringing them on par with those of the player AI. Fuel and tire consumption can be tweaked by the sliders, but the game's overall tire compounds have been redone for all tracks, which affects everyone's lap times and tire grip. This, in turn, means the AI pits more than they used to at different times and comes out with various pit times, further changing complexion of races. Furthermore, the AI has better crash avoidance behavior as well as controllable slider for the rate of mechanical failure. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. I like the fact that you have a slider. There should be a slider for, like, mechanical failure frequencies and, like, just losing control, stuff like that. That's actually really cool. I really appreciate that. We'll see how that works. How do I join? We're going to switch to Xfinity. Right now, the lobby's full, I think, with 32. So we're going to switch over to Xfinity after this outdoor race, and then it'll open up some more spots. So once again, it's first come, first serve. So be ready if you want to play the run a race. Yeah, the steel box is just supposed to be like a game box, yeah, I guess that's not happening anymore, so I wonder why. Sorry. Oh. No, yeah, I hate to see it. About the steel box issue, but I was at GameStop an hour ago and it's still available. Oh, you might want to check back tomorrow. Tyler Reddick says the only way he's staying with RCR is if he gets a cup ride. Good for him. But I don't know if that's... Oof. Where's he going to get a ride from? Maybe he's already got something in store. That's interesting, though. I don't blame him, though. I think he's cup ready. Fuck it. I don't think, like, at this stage in the 2019 package, I don't think there's such thing as, like, cup ready anymore. I mean, like, to a certain point, but, like, if you run a full, like, it doesn't, like, I don't even think you could be rushed at this point. The 2019 package is such garbage, and it's so different than, like, anything else at this point. Throw them in there, man. Throw them in there, and they'll figure it out. Like, in years, like, all the way up until 2019, you probably wouldn't want to totally rush them, like, put them straight into the Cup Series, like some people kind of almost were. Because, like, there's a lot of little racecraft things and stuff that you want to figure out before you go Cup Series racing. But, like, at this point, man, it doesn't matter. Just go up there, full throttle racing, hit your marks, that's about it. Like, there's not a whole lot of that left, so. It should do sprint cars instead of late models. Why do you say that? I mean, sprint cars are cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. It's just whatever. I don't know. But, ugh, boy. I'm giving 7-4 one more chance after Heat 4, really to do something special. They're barely changing anything. Baby steps is getting stupid. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, I kind of want to get back to this. Yeah, so what the hell was I going to say about this? It's the AI. So one of the biggest issues with the previous NASCAR Heat games, especially NASCAR Heat 3, is that the tires don't ever wear, so they never really had to take tires. The tires were never important to them, and that was just not fun, and that was a big part of the reason why I stopped playing NASCAR Heat 3 and why it ruined the game for me, because it was awful. I mean, it was really hard to beat the AI because they did a lot of unrealistic things, and that one of those things was not wearing tires, so... and it also seems like it's going to be track specific, so it seems like you should wear out tires a lot more than Darlington or on Darlington and Atlanta in tracks like that, as opposed to like Kansas or whatever. So I really appreciate that. We'll see if that if that's totally accurate. We're gonna switch it up to Xfinity here, and I'll keep on rambling. Hosted 4%, max 40. No off. Okay. Yeah, so, but that is pretty cool having sliders for mechanical failures. We'll see what kind of failures we get. I always appreciated in NASCAR Thunder 2004, the smoke blowing out of the back and stuff like that. I don't know, we never really had that with the last couple of games. Either they would like blow a tire and then you'd never see them again, or they would just kind of pull in and then that would be that. So, yeah, hopefully they kind of win a little bit more on that. But that's most of it. The rest of this is changes not made, and I don't really want to talk about that, but we will. Oh, man. All right, let's pick a track here. Let's go. Let's start off with Homestead. So by mechanical failures, are they saying the AI get mechanical failures, or we can actually get them now? Well, that's talking about AI. So the AI will definitely have mechanical failures. As far as I know, I'm not really sure if the user will get them or not, but we'll find out. Yeah. Good evening. How you doing? Anyways, yeah, so it's the part I don't really want to talk about. Changes not made. While NASCAR Heat 4 should look and feel different, there are some aspects that are remaining the same. The custom car creator functions the same as last year, which is hurts the heart. The leader on a restart will not be able to pick their lane. That one, like, it's not really important, but, like, it's so not important and probably, like, such a little feature. Like, why isn't it there anyways? Like, see, a lot of that stuff, like, in the next one, speeding on pit road is a park penalty and not a pass-through one. Like, it should be like it is in real life. That's another one. Like, a lot of people probably don't even know what it is. And a lot of people don't really care either. But it's like, it's such a little feature, why wouldn't it be like that anyways? You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the biggest gripes I've had with 704 in the last couple of years, is that there's so many little stuff that's missing like that. Why isn't that, like, why aren't those things addressed? Like, how hard would it be, how many days would it take for somebody to be like, you know what, instead of, you know, let's make this realistic, let's make it, like real life. If you speed on pit road, you're going to have to come back down and serve a pass-through penalty instead of, you know, going in your box and then coming out or whatever it is. Like, why? And it's the same way with the restart line. Like, how hard is it to add a mechanic, you know, right before the restart to pick inside or outside line? How hard could that really be? And why isn't that, like, I think that's tough. It really is tough, man, because, I mean, we could put a list together. It can't be like, at this point, I don't think it's too many. Oh, God. I don't think it's not, the list isn't too terribly long of little things like that that are just inaccurate. Like, once again, the double yellow line, if you pass somebody below that, like in NASCAR 15, it'll actually give you a penalty because that's how the rules are, you know, that's how the rules are. You know, I don't know why those things aren't like that in like NASCAR Heat, but it blows my mind, honestly. It's really disappointing. And it's little stuff, too. It's not, like, huge. It's not game-breaking. But it's like, why wouldn't you have those things in there? I don't understand that. I don't think I will ever understand that. But, yeah. Yeah, DNFs. I don't, that's something I don't remember hearing anything about. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we probably still won't have player DNFs again. However, I think it's somewhere in here. Yeah, it's right. It's a little bit farther, and I'll talk about that. I'll read it all the way through. But the one cool thing, which I can't believe wasn't a feature in last year's game, considering how the career mode was laid out. But like this year, if you have damage, it'll actually affect something in your career mode. Like let me go on my NASCAR Heat 3 career mode rant. There's a lot of issues with it, but one of the biggest things, I don't understand how you could possibly put together career mode where it's based off of buying your car and piecing your car together, hiring people to put your car together for you and do it well, and then go out there and you could crash every damn week. Literally, you could crash every single week as much as you possibly could, and as long as the race you had set up, and it would not affect a single damn thing. How does that happen? I don't know. But anyways, this year, it seems like one way or another, if you have damage and you finish the race with damage, it will be reflected one way or another in there, and I'll talk about it a little bit more. But once again, it's stuff like that. They missed a big chunk of what makes, you know, how to make that career mode work. So it's just like, that's why NASCAR Heat 3 was so bad to me, because there was no incentive. I could go out there and crash every single time as much as I wanted, but as long as I finished and made money, I would eventually get enough money that I need. There was no reward, there was no incentive to run good. As long as you raced enough, you got enough money, and that was that. So VC after party, I can't tonight. Sorry, I can't tonight. I wish I would, but I can't tonight. So we're not streaming on Thursday. Maybe Friday after Rod Car, we can do a VC after party for sure. We'll see how that goes. But you have to keep on reminding me, because we'll have to get back in it. Even if 704 keeps fucking up, we're stuck with them for like till like 2029. Here's the thing. I feel like a lot of people like, and I understand why a lot of people are upset. I feel like a lot of people are kind of unfair with him. I know that's kind of tough to say at this point, but don't get me wrong. I have a lot of faith in him. I always have. I don't agree with a lot of stuff they've done, and I've been heavily disappointed with a lot of the games they've put out up until this point. But you gotta understand, it is 2019, but they're still kind of starting from scratch. Every year, they have made improvements. Some of them not so great. Some of them have been good. Some of them have been not so great, and a lot of stuff has been missed. But they try. Let me tell you, they try, and they care. I know it doesn't seem like that sometimes, but like you don't understand, man. You don't understand. I don't even understand. But I would imagine, man, putting video games together, it's tough. It's tough. And yeah, obviously everybody knows that 7-4 isn't the biggest. It's not like EA. It's not like anybody else. They don't have a big, entirely huge budget. They don't have a bunch of people, but yeah. But at the same time, you know, that's where a lot of that stuff is frustrating, because a lot of little stuff like picking the line if you're the leader, or the drive-through, like little stuff like, you know, a little team should be able to handle, you know, that stuff isn't there. So, but hopefully that stuff was you know, put aside for more important stuff. So we'll see how the gameplay does. Let's go to Richmond. We never do Richmond. What's up, Dylan? How you doing? Oh boy. Can we rewind to, how long have I been streaming? Can we rewind about 30 minutes ago when I said let's all have fun. Everybody's gonna wreck a bunch of times, but let's all have fun and try to race as clean as we can. Unless somebody is like 100% intentionally wrecking everybody, driving backwards, doing a bunch of stupid stuff, I'm probably not gonna kick anybody. So if you can't have fun, man, if you can't just race, then if you're gonna complain a bunch in chat, then this is not the stream for you. So I mean, I've been doing these since the game came out in September. And some of the same faces come in here and complain every week, but I don't. Unfortunately, there's no more updates coming to fix the game and fix the car contact and fix the stupid things the cars do that cause them to wreck an ungodly amount. So, I'm just saying. So before it's still better than having a European company making NASCAR games and having no clue about it. I don't know. I suppose. But I don't know, man. You're just hoping the awkward driver cutscenes are better. So I don't mind that stuff. Like, some of that stuff is it's cringy, but it's like it's a good kind of cringy because it's funny and you can roast it and have a fun time with it. Like, stuff like that, like, I don't mind at all, because at the end of the day, it doesn't change any outcome of your game. It doesn't make the game play any better. Sure, it could be more realistic and more fun, but you know, that's part of the character of it. And I like that. I like that little stuff. Little stuff like that is kind of honestly what has made the game kind of bearable. It's like NASCAR Heat 2, we thrived off of stuff like that, and tweets not making any sense, and tweets the wrong grammar and tweets. Don't forget the how's it feel to be a Monster Cup Energy Series driver or something like that. Jimmy Johnson spelled it all wrong or put it all wrong together. So, yeah, some of that stuff I don't really mind. I am a little disappointed. Apparently the hot seats are going to be back. I think I'll have to read this last little segment after this race. But hot seats are back again for the 3rd year in a row. And as much as I enjoy hot seats, I really wish we'd go with something different, because, man, it plays into the same kind of stuff. It feels like it's the same every year just because we do the same stuff every year. It's just formatted a little differently. So I was really hoping they'd come up with a different way to progress through the ranks without hot seats. But at least call them something different, man. I don't know, man. I just that stuff has always kind of bugged me, because it's always like, once again, it's like it doesn't really affect the game itself too much, but like realistically, it's not all there, because like there's a lot of little logistical issues with that. But most importantly, like, it's not really how it works. Especially, nobody gets kicked out of a big time ride. That never happens. It never happens for a race, just to give somebody else a chance. And little stuff, once again, it doesn't totally like change the whole aspect of the game, but it's little stuff like that, man. If they made it a little bit more realistic, you'd appreciate. Because how cool would it be to like progress through the ranks, and then all of a sudden you get an opportunity with like KBM? Because KBM is one of the biggest teams that always gets new kids into the sport, whether it's trucks or Xfinity, right? And sometimes they get, they go full time. Sometimes they do part time here and there. But it would be cool to have like a 6-race deal in the 18 car or whatever, stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's what I always said. It would be great to have a lot more realistic hot seats, because that's how it actually works. Instead of like you get all the way up to the Cup Series, like, oh, we're gonna kick Jimmy Johnson out for a ride, just for this 1 week, because we think you're great and we want to give you an opportunity. Like, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's not, it's not game breaking, but man, it's kind of dumb. So. Should do Mid-Ohio. Yeah, we'll definitely do one of these Xfinity road courses. Speaking of which, I think all of them are pretty much coming up this month, right? Oh my God, that cone got sent. Yeah, well, we got Mid-Ohio this month. Road America. This is a great month of racing. I saw somebody talking about that on Twitter. We got Darlington. We got the Bristol Night Race. Man, we got some great stuff coming up. So. Do you think we would get silly season or something like silly season? What do you mean by that? Like driver changes? No. It's the same teams too with the hot seats. Yeah, that's another thing. All of them are the same. That was another big issue I had. With the hot seats, everybody gets the same track, but not necessarily the same car. And that stuff's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. It'd be cool to have like different tracks, different, we obviously got different cars, but different tracks and stuff like that. Everybody, like, you basically get the same preset of tracks that you get to run in that series. So I like to see it, shaken up a little bit more and give that more unique career feeling. But geez, I might as well just play my NASCAR Heat 4 wishlist video for the next 45 minutes or however long that was. But yeah, let me read this for you. So, because there was some interesting stuff in this last little bit. This is the last part of the article I'll talk about. So it's talking about career. Next, NASCAR Heat 4 is adding incrementally to the series' career structure in a few ways the fans will notice. Excuse me. Apart from the new graphics and user interface, which it comes with a picture of Parker Kligerman in the garage, one thing I notice is the garage, it seems like it's the same in all 3 series. And it doesn't change from track to track, even tracks that don't have garages, like Bristol. So that's kind of a boneheaded kind of little thing there. But I understand. I probably wouldn't want to, have the art team draw up like 100 different garages from each track, anyways. But it would be a nice little feature. But I understand they got a lot bigger issues than that. So with that being said, we'll move on. Sweet. Yeah, that's good. Road America. Here we go. All right. So. I previously touched on the overall progression when talking about the Dirt Series above, and the mode's contract payouts have been changed to create more incentive for those who want more challenge. That's good, because it was really bad last year. In the shop, your racing team is affected by how you treat your chassis during the weekend. We talked about that. That's good. In an attempt to deal with the issue of damage, if your car returns to the shop without it, you'll be awarded a clean race bonus that lets you get the chassis to a higher rating, like 75 versus 70. That's a little disappointing because I really didn't like how it was rated last year. So you started out baseline at 70 and could get it all the way up to 100. And it really did not take that long. Because all you had to do was train your people up to 15, and then it would take like, all you had to do was work on the chassis for 2 weeks, and then like you're set. So like you could train somebody up to 15, plus 15, which would take a little bit of time. Depends on how much racing you do. So you get it to 85, then you get it to 100. And then once you got those people trained, they never regress. And of course, the chassis never decay, or the cars never decay. So it just, once again, it was just a lot of issues with that. So yeah, in an attempt to deal with the issue, if your car returns to the shop without it, you'll be awarded a clean race bonus. Yeah. There's also a shop upgrade that gives you faster and more efficient pit times. That I like. That I really like. There should be a lot of little stuff like that makes progressing faster. Like F1, you got a bunch of little things. You can talk about your people nice. They'll give you upgrades, or to make things less of a chance to fail, or and it will also make them cheaper with the upgrades, stuff like that. So once again, it was very bare bones with NASCAR Heat 3. A lot of that stuff, like it it was just like there wasn't much to it. You upgrade your people to 15, you work on your chassis for 2 weeks, which after a while wasn't too, as long as you had enough cars, you know what tracks are coming up next. So it's like once you get to a certain point, that's it. Doesn't matter how bad you crash. Oh my lord. It doesn't like the people never change. So it's like once you get to a certain point, that's it. That's it. There's no consequences. There's no nothing. Like there's no way you can make the process faster with upgrading to a certain point. There's not a bunch of different ways you can go about it. It's you upgrade your people upgrade your car. That's it. It was very bare bones. So we'll have a little bit more to it. It doesn't sound like it's a whole lot more. It seems like it's basically last year's career mode with some added stuff, with some added little features, but it's nothing crazy. I understand that, man. Career mode, I said it was, I still stand by it. Last year it was set up pretty good. It's just it needed more. It needed adjusting, it needed tweaking, which it says money wise, that's what I was hinting towards, tweaking. It sounds like it got tweaked. Good. It sounds like it got some other stuff in there to to help the process out a little bit more. So that's good. That's good. I always thought that's all I really needed. It needed a little bit more, and it sounds like we're getting that a little bit more. I don't know if it's enough, but it'll definitely help it out a lot more. And I think this way I'll be able to play it for a lot longer than what I did last year. So yeah. So y'all let me know what you think about it. I'll read the rest of this. It's got a little bit more about it, but from Heat Evolution to Heat 3, 7-4 had to restart the development. Heat 4 is the first time they're going off a base at being Heat 3's career mode. Oh, really? Do we have a source on that? I'm gonna start asking for sources all the time. So a lot of people tell me things. They're like, I mean, it kind of makes sense, and then it like pans out to just not really be true, and they kind of find it out of nowhere. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not really 100% sure myself. I just, yeah. Talking about the career mode. Oh, I see. I got you there. Okay. As I say, Heat Evolution didn't really have a career mode. You just kind of like drove for a while, and you got paint schemes, which was almost still better than Heat 3. It's career mode. Wow, that was. Oh. Is your mama proud of that move? I hope she is. But yeah. Oh, and he took it straight off into the gravel. Come on, dude. What are you doing? If you're gonna block me down the front stretch and put me in the wall, at least make turn 1. What a bum. Oh, lordy, I'm so sorry. I punted this dude. Look at me. What a bum I am. If they're now being an 8-car in the Cup Series, are we going to be stuck with only 3 numbers? Honestly, we might be. They talked about that in like Heat 2 or Heat 3. They said why, and I really appreciate it because that's one of those few things like I could tell people why it's not a thing. It's a licensing thing that apparently NASCAR will only let them use a couple of numbers. So, blame NASCAR, I guess. I would assume it's going to be like that this year, so blame NASCAR. Blame NASCAR. I wish they would do more of that. Why they can't do things, because like nobody knows why the fuck we don't have a full paint booth. Everybody wants it, but nobody knows why we don't have it. So why don't they just tell us? Yeah, sorry, we're not competent enough to do it. Tell us that. Tell us why. This was kind of out of left field for me, but I heard from someone I'd consider reliable that Monster Games is looking like they might be out of the picture after Heat 4, but grain of salt, you know. Not sure if that'd be worse or better, but interesting for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I won't talk further more on it, but it's interesting. We'll see. I need to add a feature where the splitter breaks when you go in the grass. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I think they got some more issues right now than breaking splitters. But yeah, we'll talk on that more later.
What the hell do you think I was mad about? I'm gonna bust his ass.
Yeehaw!
I love that. Yee-haw-haw, yee. Shout out to Mark with the 2-piece. What the hell do you think I was mad about? I haven't updated my donuts in a minute. I need to go back and get that full one because I kind of clipped out part of it. Dude, that's one of my favorite quotes of all time. What the hell do you think I was mad about? And he says something like that. Dumb little son of a bitch blocked me or wrecked me or did something like that, talking about Logano, and he ends it with, I'm gonna bust his ass. Oh, man, I miss Tony Stewart, man. Hands up in the chat. Who misses Tony Stewart? Oh, man. Well, top 10. I'll take it. GG, whoever won. I missed the name. What the hell do you think I was mad about? And the 36 is tips, so we're left with only the 99 and 28. Oof. Oof, indeed. I'd have to think they'd, like, loosen up another number, right? Right? They'd have to give us, like, there's no way they can send us off with Heat 4 with 2 numbers to choose from. They gotta give us, like, 1 or 2 more. There it is. Yeah. We'll see, man. Once again, there's a lot of unanswered questions. And honestly, I don't think they have, like, a full game put together yet. Because, I mean, you know how it goes. That's how it goes with all developers. They usually don't have a finished product right up until release. So, and even still, we get the game day patch, and then we get, you know, patches throughout the, throughout the season. So, I'm sure there's going to be still a lot of stuff that changes. But just reading the last paragraph of this, although you cannot hire a second driver for your organization in the game. That really sucks. That's something a lot of people have asked for, including myself. That'd be really cool. You can get help in the form of friends you make on the track. The Friends of Rival system was in the last title. But NASCAR Heat 4 wants to bring out the Friends aspect more via drafting on the track. So basically, NASCAR Thunder 2004 and up. Or I guess he kind of had that with... I'm not sure when exactly that started, but... NASCAR Heat 4 wants to bring out, I already read that. Friends you've made through good racing will effectively draft in front and behind you, depending on the track, which is good. Like, that shouldn't happen in Martinsville and stuff like that. But this could be a big help in moving up through the field and or regaining spots if you step out of line accidentally, of course. On the last lap, it's everyone for themselves. I don't know about that, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So, sure, draft, rivals, good stuff. Good stuff. Everybody loved that. You'll love to see it. So, I look forward to that. We've had to deal with the rivals since, like, NASCAR Heat 2, and it took us all the way till 2019 going on 2020 with NASCAR Heat 4, but we finally have a way to effectively make rivals and make friends all in the same race. Surprise. That's great. Yeah, you'll love to see it. You hate to see that it took so damn long, but yeah, you'll love to see it. So, cool. Alrighty, so we got hit. Let's hit it over, and then we'll go Watkins Glen. Since that's what we got coming up. I'm so excited for Watkins Glen. That's gonna be such a fun time. Watkins Glen's always one of my favorite races of the year. When was the last time Watkins Glen put on a lame race? I'm telling you, man. That's weird too, cause like Sonoma's always kind of lame, except for that one Tony Stewart, Denny Hamlin year. Sonoma's always kind of like, I think half of the reason is like Sonoma's kind of early in the year, so you don't have a lot of driver rivalries, and it's just like everybody kind of takes it easy. But like, you get to Watkins Glen, man, people are fired up, and they just send it. So should be pretty good. What do you think about Cup leeches being in the lower series, competing for multiple series, and having a different view of you in each series? A different view of you. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, it's kind of dumb, especially if like you piss Xfinity Kyle Busch off, and then he's just not pissed at you in the Cup Series, like that. Okay, come on. Everybody agrees that's stupid. That's stupid. It is also kind of like, I mean, realistically, like, I don't know how else they could set it up. It would be cool to have like Kyle Busch in the 18 Xfinity car sometimes, and then have like whoever else fill in, like it actually is. But yeah, I don't know. Wish cup leeches don't get points in Xfinity. Yeah, that's another thing too. I don't. Well, yeah. I mean that goes back to like. See, here we go. See, a lot of that stuff comes down to like sponsors and stuff and licensing. I'm not really 100% sure how it all works, and I'm not sure really anybody else does either. Oh God. But either way, like, so it's like for whatever reason, say this sponsor has to have Kyle Busch in the Xfinity Series car in the game, then I mean it's like you kind of have to have him score points, because it'd be kind of awkward only having so many cars scoring points, these other cars just kind of being out there. So I understand why it's like the way it is, but at the same time, yeah, I mean realistically it's pretty dumb. But I think there's a lot of challenges like that throughout NASCAR Heat where it's like a lot of stuff doesn't make a lot of sense, but unfortunately they have to do them like that for one reason or another, if that makes sense. So, but see, that's the thing though. It's like I don't think a lot of people understand that, and I was talking about that before. Like some people like. And I get it. Some of this stuff is stupid. And some of this stuff realistically probably shouldn't be the way they are. But, like, I think a lot of people are too quick to say, oh, this is stupid. 704 doesn't give a shit. And 704 is incompetent because they're like these things. Like, sometimes, there's not really a better way they can go about it. Sometimes the way they put things in the game or the way they have to be put in the game for the time being. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, like, if I understand if you don't like 704, if you don't... If you don't want to buy their game, cool. If you want to, trash them on Facebook or Twitter or whatever with badly worded tweets, grammar, and whatever, that's great. But I'm just saying, step back for a minute and ask yourself maybe why those things are the way they are. I'm just saying. That's all. That's all. Is McLaren to Indy official, or is it just they're still exploring it? I think they're still exploring it. Yeah, I heard they were looking at Colton Herta, which is interesting. Interesting, very interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. I'm not really sure how that's all gonna work out, but I guess we'll see. Good for Colton Herta though. He won't lie. I thought he was gonna be another 9 driving fuck, but hey, he seems pretty damn competent. He does a lot of stupid shit every once in a while, but I mean, hey man. He's pretty good. Kind of reminds me of a young Max Verstappen. Still young, but you know what I mean. Hopping in there at a young age and doing some good things, also doing some bad things, but overall a lot of raw talent. So yeah, you have a good career, I'm sure. Schmidt Peterson is switching to Chevy supposedly. Really? That's interesting. What the hell? Interesting with Schmidt Peterson. I think Ericsson could have a really good second year. He has speed, just dumb mistakes. That's what I'm saying, man. I've actually been pleasantly surprised with Marcus Ericsson. I mean, a very big jump from IndyCar, or from F1 to IndyCar. The cars are a heck of a lot different. So much less downforce and no power steering and all that good shit. So the cars are just a lot different. But he has shown a lot of speed. The results haven't quite been there. I guess he got one podium in, what was it, Detroit, I think. But yeah, I mean, he's my guy, so I'm really hoping he has a really good second year. But yeah, once again, he's had a lot of speed, just a lot of dumb mistakes. He's having such a good run in the Indy 500, man, and he had that pit road issue. Oh, I was so upset, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Mid Ohio was good. I only watched like the beginning and the end, but yeah, it seemed to be pretty good. I'm not usually a big fan of Mid Ohio, but yeah. A big change from European road courses to ovals. Yeah, that too. I didn't really think about that. I guess Marcus Ericsson, I mean, I don't know about his racing career, but I would imagine he probably had never raced on an oval up until that point. So, hold on a second. Chat, let me grab a water bottle real quick. stuck some. That was a pro strat. Stuck some water bottles in the fridge because I knew I'd be rambling. My throat's already hurting. I missed you, What If. I felt like I didn't see you in your uploads for a few days. Well, hello. How you doing? What's up, What If? Man, you missed all the juicy rants. If you just got here, I don't know. You might have been lurking. Remember the rain race at Mid-Ohio in 2015 when Justin Marks won? I do, actually, I think. I remember a rain race there. Yeah. Was it, where did Brendan Gaughan win his rain race? Rain race. Rain race. Was that Mid-Ohio or was that Road America? I think it was Road America. I hope, man, I hope to God we get a rain. Dude, how many road courses do we have in the next month? We've got Watkins Glen. We've got 2 there with Xfinity. And then Xfinity has like 4 road courses in the span of like a month. So if we don't get one rain race, I'm going to be thoroughly upset. Road America 2014. Nice. I got you. What if it snows during a road course race? I don't know. I mean, I would assume they'd run it. If you think about it, if you get the cars running, you'll have heat in the track, so snow won't stick. So then it'd just be like water. So, I mean, that makes sense, right? Makes sense to me. My IndyCar driver of the year at this point has to be Jack Harvey. Talk about overachieving. Yeah, good old Jack Harvey. Seems like a good guy. Dude, he has some great paint schemes. Yeah, honestly, I don't really know much. I haven't really kept up with how he's done this year, so I don't really know. I want to say he had a good run at Indy, but I'm not sure. But yeah. But yeah, man, so many road course races coming up, man. I hope we get at least one rain race. The dream would be a cup rain race at Watkins Glen. I don't know if it's too early for a forecast yet, but oh man, I want a cup rain race so bad, so bad. Like, you know, it's fun at this point too. Is like, there's not a lot of. I don't think I can think of anybody in the Cup Series. There's probably one out there, but like. Maybe like one of the back markers. I don't know what. I don't know if they have an entry list for Watkins Glen yet for the Cup Series, but when you think about it, there's not a lot of guys. Like, we don't have Montoya anymore. We don't have Ambrose anymore. Like, road course ringers are dead. Like, they don't really exist in the Cup Series anymore, except for like maybe a couple of guys in the back. But I don't really count those. Technically, they're road course ringers, but not anymore because the main guys, the full-time guys have gotten so much better. The programs have gotten so much better. Like, road course ringers, they're dead. They're extinct. However, you know, some of the back markers will still throw some, you know, back marker teams will throw some guys who have some experience there. Just, you know, it's a smart move. But, like, if we get a full rain race, man, could you imagine? Like, who do you even pick? I'd take somebody probably like Kyle Busch. I'm sure he could figure it out. But, like, a lot of those guys don't have experience in the rain. Could you imagine how great that would be? That'd be awesome. That would be badass. I mean, there'd be guys looping it at every probably damn corner, but that'd be fun. Could you imagine how many times Bubba Wallace would spin out? Dude, full rain race at Watkins Glen. Bubba Wallace would probably spin out 16 times. I hate to pick on my man Bubba. I like Bubba, but my man Bubba spins like 4 times every race weekend at a road course already. Throw rain into the mix? Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Hey. Chase Elliott almost won Road America in the rain in 2014. Well, there you go. There's one of the few guys who's probably got a little bit of rain race experience. I don't know if that's enough, but oh, man. That would be terrible. You'd have 30 cautions and 17 green, white checkers. That sounds like fun to me. That sounds like fun to me. I'd fear for StarCom, man. I think Landon Castle is competent enough that he could bring the car home in one piece. He might loop it once or twice in a rain race, but Yeah. I'm looking for a shit show, man. Help out StarCom. Get some good finishes. Oh, man. So 4 needs to add 3-digit numbers and fake sponsors. Well, they already have fake sponsors. They had them last year, and they actually spelled one of them wrong last year. But 3-digit numbers, man. 3-digit numbers look kind of stupid, but if you need them, I guess. I don't really mind them. Like in the NASCAR Thunder games, it's cool or whatever. It looks kind of dumb, but yeah. We lost our best road course ringers, though, like Boris said, and Alex Tagliani. Yeah, that's one thing that we'll never really probably get back at this point, is like the road course ringer days. It's still kind of there in like Xfinity with like Justin Marks, and which I don't even know if he's gonna have a ride. Did Justin Marks retire? I feel like he retired or something like that. But anyways, like, it still kind of existed in the Xfinity series there for a while. James Davison ran last year, which I guess technically, yeah. Tagliani, what about Tagliani? I guess he's, I know he's running like the Pinty series, but, yeah, I guess he won't have a ride, but, yeah, it's, oh man, it's quite disappointing for sure. Because those were fun times, man. Xfinity series, Cup series, when like Robbie Gordon, man. Who remembers Robbie Gordon? Good times, man. Good times. Davison runs Road America for Joe Gibbs, but is he running Road America for Joe Gibbs this time? These are questions we need answers to. I need to. Let me just look at the entry list if they have it yet. Please tell me they have it. Ooh, entry list for the Cup Series. Woohoo. Okay. See if we have any fun names on this. No, we don't. I mean, we got Parker Kligerman. But yeah, like Reed Sorensen, Josh Bilicki, Cody Ware. They're like Tommy Dreesy or anybody stupid. Xfinity, this ought to be a fun one. And Watkins Glen. Scott Heckert, I don't even know who that is. Allmendinger. Hey, Allmendinger's going to be fun to watch. Stanton Barrett. Cool. 74 TBA. I guess we'll hit Mid-Ohio. Sure, why not? Okay, yeah, so nobody crazy for Xfinity either. Shout out to my man Vinny Miller in the 78 car. Does anybody remember, was it last year or was it the year before? When it rained at Watkins Glen in the Xfinity race, and my man locked up the tires on the front stretch around the start-finish line, and that dude just never could figure out how to, and he just slid and slid and slid and slid and slid and slid and slid all the way into turn 1 and killed it. I hope if it rains this time around, he figures out how to apply the brakes in the rain and how to get out of that situation, because Lord knows he didn't last time. And then they took that entire time cleaning up that accident, and it stopped raining, and then we like barely even had any rain at that point. Like we had like 2 laps of it, and he just killed it, and that was it. Oh man, go on my Vinny Miller rant. Yeah, the 01 car. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually really excited. AJ Allmendinger, he's gonna be fun to watch. I'd like to see him win the race. That'd be pretty cool. He probably won't win because either something will break on the AJ Allmendinger starter pack always has a chance, like in theory, to win the road course, but either does something stupid, the car breaks, or just something stupid happens in general. It's always something with AJ Allmendinger, except for that 1 year at Watkins Glen where he won. But yeah, I guarantee you, man, it's not like he won't win that race because something stupid happens. He'll get a pit road penalty, or the transmission will break, or he'll blow up, or just something stupid. He'll get caught up in a crash. It's always something with him, man. But he'll still be fast, and he'll get a lot of TV time, so it's still a good move for a colleague. Yeah, Sessler got moved. I'm so happy to announce. I've never been so happy because I was like really considering Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Wow, I got the shit out of that corner. Yeah. Yes, Esper got moved, so basically there's no race this week. Chicagoland is still gonna. Oh! Stop! 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 Why? Why you do these things? NC Racer. That's strike number 1 right there, buddy. God. Anyways, yeah. So basically the whole schedule just got moved back a week, so we'll do Chicagoland next week. So it's basically an off week. So that's fun. Oh, I'm so happy, man. I was so upset that I was probably gonna end up missing it. So yeah, I'm really excited. Oh god. Oh goodness gracious, everybody. I had about enough of this dude. That's strike number 2. That's strike number 2. Live stream reactions? Nah. That's kind of gimmicky. I'm not really that desperate for views. Not yet. Man. I got to drink. Holy shit, it's 8:45 already. Oh my lord. Dude, I've been ranting and talking this whole damn time. I like these streams because they go by so damn quick. I get to talk to chat all the damn time, and you know it's always a fun time. But man, it goes by so damn quick. I mean, I have to switch over to cup here and here soon. Oh god, I gotta stop reading chat at road courses too. There you go. Look at Daniel Henry mowing the grass. How's Cozy this evening? Cozy's doing really well. Thanks for asking. How you doing? How are you doing? How's the feed guy 29 doing this evening? McDowell would be. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't think about McDowell. Once again, there's always that one guy I don't think about. Yeah, McDowell. McDowell would be. He would be competent enough, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. Guys like probably Jimmy Johnson, who I'm not really sure what his experience totally is, but like if it ever does, if we do get a rain race, it's gonna be all veterans, man. I would definitely pick like Chase Elliott would be like probably one of the few exceptions, but like guys like Kyle Busch, you could probably just wheel the shit out of anything, including a stock car in the rain. I'd probably put Brad Keselowski in that conversation, as well as Joey Logano. I'm sure he could probably get her done as well. Jimmy Johnson would be competent enough to probably not wreck it. So. Got a little break from the heat and humidity. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, it's so hot out, man. And it's so humid out every damn day. I try not to go outside. I can't stand it, man. I hate the heat and humidity. It's been rough. And it's like usually the bright side of that stuff is usually you get some great thunderstorms. We haven't even got those. So it's just been lame. Think StarCon will win a race soon? Probably not. I mean, realistically, probably no, but I would have said that before Daytona, and they had a shot to win that race, so you never know. At this rate, the only chance of them winning would be Daytona or Talladega, which Talladega, it's in the future. It's coming up. Anywhere else, it would be really probably tough for them to win. They're just not really in a winning position yet. But in the next couple seasons, you never know. You never know where they could end up. So. Jimmy had rain experience from Rolex 24 when he used to run that. Ah, yeah. See, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Then he. I know he won it one year. So yeah, stuff like that. I mean, the cars aren't exactly. They're not really the same, but like rain's rain. You get a good feel with the car. Like cars usually do most of the same things in the rain, so you know what to feel for and you know what to look for. So, yeah. Why is Jimmy Johnson struggling, you think? Well, I'll give you a couple different reasons. Bad crew chief. I don't know why they went with Elliott Sadler's crew chief, because Elliott Sadler sucked. B, apparently they've been running a bunch of test stuff on his car, from what I heard. Like, they've been testing a bunch of stuff, so probably hasn't all been the fastest, which that could factor in any way you want to imagine. 3, the horrible, stupid package. The package is awful. I don't blame Jimmy Johnson for sucking. I'd probably suck too. I mean, half of the field like could suck at any moment, really. All I got to do is get him out front. But like, yeah, it's a combination of a lot of things. He is getting older, but I don't know. It's a really big change. It's just, I don't know. Does he retire soon? I mean, I'm sure he probably will retire eventually. I don't know. In the next couple of years, I don't know how far he could possibly go. If I were him, that'd be like, fuck it. I'd retire like midway through the season. I wouldn't want to drive that shit. Half the other old guys have hung it up. I mean, I know Jimmy wants to win an 8th championship, and that would be the only reason keeping me there too. But, I just like, realistically, if if that wasn't going for him, if I was in that position, I'm gonna switch up to the Cup Series here. If I was in that position, man, and wasn't going for an 8th championship or didn't have that possibility, I'd be like, fuck it. NASCAR is in such a shitty spot now with the package and the bullshit every week. It just looks awful to drive, and I know a lot of the drivers don't like it anyways. So if I were him, I'd just be like, I'm done. Don't want to drive it. Ready for the Pocono doubleheader next season? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Because, yeah, that's going to be Pocono all in one weekend, and that's going to be that. With the, they're going to invert the field, which is cool. That's gonna shake it up a little bit. That's going to be a fun time. I'm going to have to piss after this race. It drank me too much water. Now I got to pee. Oh, man. Do you think Clint is back in the 14, or is he Kenseth out by Custer? You know, I don't know. I'm never really good with picking stuff like that. I mean, realistically, obviously, Clint Bowyer has not had a great season. He hasn't won yet, so I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever. I mean, realistically, at this point, I would say Cole Custer probably has a better shot regardless of winning races and winning a championship than Clint Bowyer. If not, he's really close. With that being said, throwing the 2019 package, who knows what he'll do, because it's just so much damn different. But I definitely think he's shown he's competent enough to win races and win a championship. So, then it comes down to sponsor money. You know, who's gonna be on the car? Does he have enough sponsor money? Does Clint Bowyer have enough? You know, I don't know. Can we go to Watkins Glen? I guess we could do it again. I think we did it in Xfinity, right? But since, you know, both series are going, we'll go. About Max Verstappen on Sunday in the rain in Germany. Yeah, I wish I watched it. I fell asleep. I'm so upset at myself. I won't live it down. They're gonna be in Xfinity for another year. Yeah, I doubt it, honestly. I honestly doubt it. I think he'll be in Cup with Levine family or Levine family, whatever you want to call it. What is it, Levine or Levine? Levine? I always call it Levine. I don't know. You know what I mean. Anyways, look at this car bouncing, man. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't imagine him staying in Xfinity. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine him just, like, staying in Xfinity. But I also can't imagine him, like, kicking anybody out of JGR at the moment. Because, like, I was going to say Hamlin probably for a while. But he's had a great season so far. Won the Daytona 500. He won Texas. Now he won, he was up there with New Hampshire. And now, you know, he won Pocono. He's having a great season. So it's like, how do you kick a guy out after that? Especially if FedEx is still like, hell yeah, we'll give you all this money to sponsor him. I'm surprised they're still there and they sponsor as much as they do. God bless them, man. God bless them. I really hope they get the return. But, yeah, I mean, like, how do you kick anybody out? You can't, right? I mean, maybe Eric Jones, but, like, no, probably not. Thanks, brother. Oh, shout out to my man, Ben. What's up, Ben? Everybody say what's up to my man Ben in chat. Shout out to the 199 piece from Ben. But yeah, so it's like you definitely got to find him a ride somewhere in Cup, probably for sure. But then that's the only other part of the equation is who do you find to replace Bell? I don't know if there's anybody worthy at this point, so maybe keep him around. But how shitty the 2019 package is. If I were them, I would be like, all right, until we can free up a spot at JGR, here, go tear it up at Levine Family Racing. Figure out the 2019 package bullshit, and we'll see how you do. You know, that's that. I don't know. So. So far behind, I haven't watched the race since I went to the Glen 2 years ago. Oh, damn. Yeah, I mean, you've missed some stuff, that's for sure. Ooh, slot job. Ugh. Can we go to the Roval after the Glen? Yeah, we'll hit the Roval in there somewhere because we haven't done that yet tonight. Oh, God. Goodness gracious. Oh, boy. Do you think Eric Jones would fit better at another Cup team? Nah, probably not. I mean, maybe, like, after a while. I mean, he's only been with, how long has he been there now? 2 years? Is this his second year? Did he win as a rookie? Was this his rookie season? And when did he win Daytona? Or has he been there 3 years? Hasn't been there 3 years, has he? Help me out, chat. See, that's the thing. You never really know. I'd say probably not, but if he's there long enough and he switches teams, he might do better somewhere else. You never know. It's like, you never know. Like, I mean, everybody thought Joey Logano was pretty much a bust, and then he switches to Penske, and, you know, a couple years later, he's a Cup Series champion, Daytona 500 champ. You never know. You never know. I'd say Eric Jones is competent enough. I think he's fast enough. If it doesn't work out with Gibbs after a while, I would definitely probably, yeah, sure, why not? Shake it up. Try it somewhere else. You never know. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time it's something like that has succeeded, so. Third in Cup. Ah, that's right. See, I totally forgot about the 77. Dude, that was such a weird time. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. That's crazy, man. So, yeah, I think we'll probably see a similar thing like that with Christopher Bell. But, see, that's the thing. I'm totally on board with that because I feel the same way. Like, Christopher Bell is like, man, how you gonna let me run in this Xfinity series and just waste my years? Cause like, that dude's a wheel man, and he's fast enough, man. Like he probably should be in a Cup ride right now, cause he probably could be winning races. I don't know if he'd be quite a title contender yet, but he'd be pretty close, I'd imagine. So I mean, if I was in his position, I'd be pissed too. I'd be like, hell yeah, I don't want to waste these prime years winning the like BS Xfinity races. So. I don't know. However, I don't know if I'd want to be stuck with LFR there for a while either, but I don't know where else he would go. I mean, I think that's the most logical decision at this point, so. I remember Rudiman flying across. That was crazy, man. What a race that was. That was fucking wild. They were showing the battle for the lead, and just all of a sudden it cuts to David Rudiman flipping his dick off, and you're like, what the hell? That was a hell of a crash, man. Not only between like Rudiman, but man, David Reagan took a horrible shot. That was just a bad one all over. All right, chat. I gotta take a piss really bad. BRB. Ooh. goodness, I feel better. Oh, man. Oh, man, all right. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do Watkins Glen. We're gonna do the Roval. We'll have to hit Martinsville in there for the Best at Life race. So we'll do Watkins Glen now. Whew. All right, I'm ready to rumble now. I feel good. No, I didn't wash my hands. Sorry. I didn't think I had time, but I always have time with this game. Well, that's okay. I'm not sharing my controller with anybody, so. When will Bill get his first win? I don't know. The thing with Bill, man, he probably could have already got it, honestly. But man, they always like set him up for stage points instead of the race win. And that bugs the shit out of me. Let me go on my stage racing rant. I love it and I hate it. I love it and I hate it so much. I mean, it's pretty much ruined all like strategy, like it's created strategy, but it's also pretty much ruined all fuel mileage like races totally, pretty much. But it's also great for like bad tracks like Pocono, Indianapolis. It's great. But I also hate it because like that too, because people sacrifice, you know, racing for the win to race for stage points. That's such bullshit.
Hang on, guys. I want to be part of the wreck too.
Ha ye LMAO.
Oh ye LMAO. Thanks, dog. That 199 piece. But yeah, that's really about that. So I don't know, man. Bill's gonna win one of these times. He'll win. I could see him winning like Pocono, or I mean Pocono's done with, thank God. But I don't know about Watkins Glen. He's really strong at Sonoma. I don't know what he'll be like there at Watkins Glen. I would say probably not Watkins Glen, but I don't know, man. He'll win one of these stupid races. After. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. All right. Well. Anyways. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. You know what I could see? I could see Bill winning like Talladega. I could see it. He was up there last. Oh geez, that was a bad place to wreck. I could see it. He'll win a stupid race one of these times. And when I say stupid, I mean like something stupid will probably happen. I could just see like a big restart crash or the big one or fuel mileage or something stupid. He'll win. He'll win after a while. Did you buy Bill's first win diecast? Honestly, probably not. Probably not. Unless I was there for it.
Hit the nail on the head, Jeff.
I would prefer no stages and shorter races. It's great that F1 is over in less than 2 hours. Even outside of Indy, most IndyCar races aren't that long.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Seriously, I don't mind the longer races. And they, I mean, to be fair, they have shortened a lot of them, like Pocono. Like, I feel like they've shortened a lot of the ones that need shortening, like Pocono. But the thing with it is, though, is like, I appreciate some of the longer races because sometimes you just don't want a race to end. You know what I mean? And that's the thing with like F1. Half the time, it's a lame race. It's a boring race, anyway. So having it done in 2 hours is really satisfying. So it's a shitty race. You get over and done with it. It's not like NASCAR because like the equivalent of that would be like Pocono, and it just like drags on and on and on and on and on. So, yeah, I don't mind I don't think any of the races, like, I mean, obviously the Coke 600 is really long. But I don't think there's any races at this point where I'm like, yeah, this needs to be shortened. I don't mind sitting through long races, really at all. I mean, that goes for F1, IndyCar, whatever. I just don't really mind it. I could sit there and watch racing all damn day. It doesn't really matter to me. But the stages, man, once again, I love them and I hate them. It's a love-hate relationship because every time I go to the Brickyard every year, I appreciate having 2 stage breaks to rack them up and have an exciting restart. You know, I get to watch. But man, it's so annoying when the stage is like, it just ruins it. You know what I mean? It's just it ruins road course racing. Let me tell you that. I talked about this, I think, somewhere around in Sonoma. Road course racing should not have stages. Don't at me. Changed my mind. Stage racing should not be the road courses. It just shouldn't be, because it's just bullshit. Everybody just runs and runs and runs, and everybody hits pit road like 3 laps to go left on the stage. Like, what kind of shit is that? They just work around the stages. Like, let them race, man, and let them pull out their own strategies. And then however the cautions fall, it's whatever. But like, that's the thing. You can't just have like 2 races out of the year, or 4 races out of the year where it's just not stage racing. Like, it's got to be a consistent kind of thing with something like that. So it's a tough spot, but it's really annoying. Next guy to get first win, it's definitely got to be Swerve Bill. I can't imagine it'd be anybody else. Unless it's like another really stupid circumstance like Justin Haley. On speed, it's definitely got to be Swerve Bill. I don't know who else it could be. So, we'll see. Hopefully it happens soon. I could see it. I'm so excited for the next month, man. There's some awesome stuff going on. Once again, Bristol Night Race, Darlington, all the road course racing, and I get to go to the Brickyard here and closing in on about a month. It's a good time to be alive. It really is. Playoffs are coming up. It's a good time. I think the restarts are made up for. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the one good thing the 2019 package is good for. It's good for the restarts. The restarts have been absolute madness, and that's fun. It's a fun time. But after like the 2, 3, 4 laps of the restart, everybody files back in single file, and then you can't pass after that. So, is it worth it? I don't know, but it is exciting for a couple laps. So, don't sleep on Bubba Wheelhouse. Oof, I think I am gonna sleep on him, man. I couldn't see it. I don't know, man. Some weeks Starcom isn't too far off of Bubba, let me tell you. And it's not Bubba's fault either. It's just RPM fucking sucks. So I just like I don't think I could see it, unless it's like Daytona or Talladega. But yeah, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see him win. That'd be so cool to see him win. But I couldn't see it right now, unless it was Daytona or Talladega. So. It's pretty going to the Brickyard. I certainly hope so. That'd be really awkward if I went all the way out there, stayed at his place. He bought me a ticket and didn't go with me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll sleep on Bubba Wheelhouse too. Oh, poor Bubba. I don't. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I really want to see him win, man. I really 100% do. But as of right now, I don't think it's happening. Where's my water at? Did I open this? The Brickyard 400 needs Jesus. Hey, man. To be fair, the racing had been great, but like the race itself, or like the Brickyard has actually been interesting the last 2 years. I think that's probably the best way I can describe it. Is that it's been interesting the last 2 years. Like 2017 was still probably the most what the fuck, like greatest, worst race ever I've ever watched. That'll definitely go down in history as one of the weirdest races I've ever been to. In 2018, although it rained all the way to Monday, it was really not that bad of a race. Like the restarts were pretty interesting, and it actually came down to Hamlin and Keselowski. So that was pretty cool. So, overall, it wasn't too horrible. So we'll see what happens this year. I don't know, but yeah, I think see, that's the thing. They're running basically the same stuff that Xfinity ran. So, at least the good thing is Kyle Busch won't totally be able to pull away. It'll just be like a 7-car train for most of the race. So at least there's that. Oh, man. Red Falcon, what's up, dude? How you doing? Oh, dear, the Roval. Yeah. Good luck and God bless everybody. Ooh. What did you
What
think
the hell
about?
do you think I was mad about? I'm gonna bust his ass.
What did you think about Bowman winning Chicagoland?
Oh, dude, I love that. I was actually, that was a Saturday night race. What was I doing? Or no, it wasn't. It was Sunday night because I was fucking wasting my time with Blazing Pedals. What a joke. I should have quit earlier. I think I was the last Blazing Pedals race I ran. I was so upset I missed that race, but or the end of that race. But yeah, no, I was that was so cool, man. I love seeing first time winners, and Alex Bowman probably deserved to win or pretty close to it. So I was really happy to see him win, man. So once again, I love seeing first time winners. Doesn't really matter who you are. You know, it's really cool because it's so hard to win at the top level like that. So when you do, it's great. You love to see it. You know what I mean? So I like Alex Bowman. He's a good guy. He's a funny guy. Well deserved. Man. Pro just die cash for that win. Cool. Are you going to the Brickyard next year? July 4th weekend? Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, I'll like 9 times out of 10, I'll be there. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the heat, but it'll be cool being there for July 4th. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, I'm so sorry. Putting you in the wall. I got tight. Should have lifted. Oh man, I got the boot. Yeah, that thing's slippery. Oh God. And once again, we saw it NASCAR Heat 4 clip. I'm so excited. I better be able to race the Roval next year and not slip and slide everywhere. That's gonna be a fun time. If that's the case. Look at that. Slide. Every time basically every time you let out the gas, it slides. I don't know why. It's just weird. You think about Ross switch past the halfway mark and making the chase? Oh yeah, what a cool ass. Yeah, I was actually I'll be honest, I didn't think he'd be able to win another race after that. But damn, Ross Chastain turned into Haas in like Nice. Good for them. I'm excited now. I still stand by it. I don't think he'll win the championship. But I think he'll definitely be able to make the Final Four, I'd imagine. And I don't think he'll win the whole thing, although I'd love to see it, don't get me wrong. Yeah, what a cool ass, man. Declared for truck points and just went out there, won some damn races, and he's doing good. So, I got my boss at work to say, what a cool ass. Well, what a cool ass. That's pretty awesome. Should buy Chastain's diecast if he does win the championship? No, probably not. Honestly, the only diecasts I'm interested in buying are the ones I've been there in person for. I got Logano's Martinsville win. I don't want to buy any other ones. I mean, there's some cool ones I'd like to have. Like maybe like 6 years ago, I probably would have bought Alex Bowman's Chicago. You know, I kind of actually wanted Almirola's bacon car from Talladega that he won with. That was a nice one. Again, 6-7 years ago, I definitely, no doubt, would have bought De Benedetto's the Peanuts car he ran at Martinsville. Especially I was there for that, but it was tough for me not to buy. There's been a lot of ones I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to get that, but man, they fucking suck. I don't want to waste my money on them, so I just don't. And I live a lot happier knowing that. So yeah. But yeah, I'm good to know. I'm good to go now. I'm just waiting on at this point, since I got Logano's Martinsville. No, I'm waiting for his Truex's Richmond win. That's that won't come out till the next damn year for a while. Met Chase Briscoe through one of my high school teachers, who was his uncle. He's a pretty cool dude. That's pretty cool. Actually, I met Chase Briscoe once at Martinsville. He's a real nice guy. I was there with Brody, and since he's an Indiana sprint car driver, they talk briefly a little bit. He's a really nice guy, super nice guy. I like Chase Briscoe. And he had a nice voice crack that one time when he won the Roval. Oh, look out! Oh my God! Oh, up and over! Oh my God! I sure hope the 6 car's all right. Holy shit balls! I didn't think it'd flip him like that. Oh my God, it's great. Oh, apologies. Apologies. Just don't hit the grass. Don't hit the grass. Don't hit the grass. Don't hit the grass. Fucking slidey. There we go. All right. And back on the fun part. Man. You've passed 3 cars by hitting 3 cars. Hey, man. That's the NASCAR Heat way right there. Uh-oh. Ooh, man. Clipped it just like I did. GG to whoever won. And, yeah, there we go. We made it through the Roval kind of alive. Ooh, hold on. There it is. All right. GG. All right. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess this will wrap it up with one more. The Best at Life race. That's right. It's time. It's time for the Best at Life race at Martinsville. Who's your favorite driver, William Byron? Who is your favorite driver? Who is your favorite NASCAR driver, William Byron? I think you were asking if my favorite driver was William Byron. If that's the case, no, it is not. But I do like Bill. I do like Bill. Remember, kids, commas are the difference between eating grandma and eating grandma. We're between the difference of we are eating grandma and we are eating grandma, or whatever, however that goes. Anyways, commas are important. I did not mean to cut in front of you. Don't worry about it, dude. Everybody cuts in front of me. Everybody wrecks me, but that's okay. I don't care. I don't take NASCAR E3 seriously. Yeah, there you go. You guys know what I was trying to say. Oh boy, make a new lobby 20% Martinsville. I'm good. Thanks, man. No thanks. Austin Dillon is my favorite driver. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. But stay strong, man. Stay strong. Alrighty. It's that time. So the Best of Life race of Martinsville, we ramp up every single stream with the Best of Life race of Martinsville. We do keep track of all the past champions. You guys can check out the website. I think it's down below in the description. And you can also put in the chat, !HOF, and Nightbot will give you a link to the Best at Life Hall of Fame. So once again, eventually in the coming month or two, we'll wrap up the NASCAR Heat 3 streams. And we'll have an ultimate Best of Life between all the Best at Life champions. And we'll determine an ultimate Best of Life. But anyways, best of luck to everybody. Don't get mad. You'll probably get wrecked at least once or twice. Everybody usually does. Try to use your brakes as best as you can and try to keep it clean as best you can. No pressure. Once again, these are always shit shows, and that's why it's called the Best at Life race. You got to be very lucky to win one of these. And we've had a lot of different winners. We've also had some repeat winners. So we'll see how it goes. Chris Buescher's my favorite driver. Hope he gets a good ride soon. Me too, dude. I got a lot of respect for Chris Buescher, and I think he's got a lot of talent, a lot of untapped potential. So, yeah, I hope he gets it a good ride. I'd like to see what he can do for sure. Oh, boy. Oh, man, it's been a long day. Oh, yeah, that's right. almost forgot. Also, if I do have a F1 2019 career mode video coming up after this. That'll be live probably about 5-10 minutes after I'm done streaming here today. So yeah, it's all ready to go uploaded. Get the thumbnail done and put the finishing touches on it. So here we go. The Best of Life race, PS4 edition. Get her done. Good luck and God bless. Ooh. My apologies. Okay, well, I've seen worse. I have seen worse, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it's all fun and games till we get back around here and we catch all the people still crashing. Oh, God. Michael McDowell getting thrown around like he did last week at Pocono. Poor Michael McDowell. That was such a weird incident. We talked about that earlier, I guess, yeah. Stenhouse gives no fucks. What a cool ass. I was a little disappointed. I kind of wanted to see Kurt Busch whoop his ass, but we don't have, like, OG 2011 Kurt Busch anymore, so. Which, fair, understandable, but. Yeah. Damn. A 24 should have worried about hitting the corner more than not giving me any room. See how it pays off. Consequences. You deserve more subs. You're very underrated. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I don't know about that. I'm still trying to figure out how 16,000 motherfuckers subscribe to me. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but I don't know. People keep telling me that. I might start believing it. No, I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Yeah. Oh, God. It's always a fun... Oh, Jesus. Bowman. Bowman coming in hot. Yeah, it's always a fun time when you hop on the brakes and the car turns right, or wants to turn right. Oh, look at this. Oh, Clint Boyer up and over. Almost. Did a little twisty-do on top of somebody. That was cool. Jimbo in the chat. What's up? How we doing? I've been here since 10K. Hey, I wasn't too terribly long ago. Cool. Yeah, we're getting there. So say we had a little bit of dry spell through the summer months, but it's getting back at time, man. We got some fresh stuff. Got F1 2019, of course. NASCAR Heat 4 is gonna be a big boost for the channel. So looking forward to it, man. Perfect world. I'd like to hit 20K before the end of the year. If NASCAR Heat 4 hits the way that I think it might, but you never really know. So that would be pretty cool, though. We're getting there. We getting there. Tell your friends. Tell your family. That fire NASCAR Heat 4 career mode coming to you soon. Next month. Oh, God. 7K gang. Nice. I know there's still a couple people out there who've been here since like NASCAR Heat Evolution, NASCAR Heat 2. That was some good times, man. You know what? I don't know. It's you do it long enough, man. I feel like I've been doing it forever, but I guess I really started with NASCAR Heat Evolution and F1 2016, and it's been a couple years now. I don't know. It goes by so fast. It's hard to remember. It's easy to forget. You know how you started, when you started, and how far you've come since then, and all the good things you've done since then. But hey, man, I really appreciate everybody, and hopefully I'm still delivering watchable content. always trying to do better and do better things, but yeah. Oh, God, this little fly flying around. September 13th, yeah. I don't know how that's gonna work. I really I gotta call up 704 Games. I gotta tell them to stop releasing NASCAR Heat around the Brickyard now. Well, okay, that's good, because the Brickyard's moving. So they can release it next September. That's cool. And I'm not even mad anymore. But, man, it's not fun packing up my whole setup, taking it to Indianapolis, and having to record a brand new game there. Which I'm probably gonna have to do again this year. So here's the thing: if I get my hands on an early copy, I'm gonna have to record it there. But if not, I think it comes out like September 10th for the Gold Edition. Which, if that's the case, I'll get that and play 3 days early and hop on that. So, oh goodness gracious. I'm still running P5. Get it. What am I at? 8 seconds behind? That's not too bad. Oh, look out. Blake Heat Evolution again. Talk about great content. Yeah, one of these days we'll take a trip down memory lane. And we'll go back and play Heat Evolution once or twice. Oh, God. That was such a horrible game, man. That was so bad. I don't think I could like pull out a whole season. I don't think I could. I'd probably definitely play it for like a race or something, but oh man. This looks like one heck of a time. Let me tell you, this is one heck of a time. This is yeah, it's a long story behind this race. I'll leave it at that. I'm trying to get my mom to take me to the Target on the 10th to get NASCAR Heat 4 after school. Oh, man. Well, hey, on the bright side, you got... Look at it. Look on the bright side. You've got like a month to suck up, you know, and get her to do it. So choose wisely. Think of all the good things you can do for your mom in the next month that will hopefully allow you or for her to take you to do that for you. So you got a month to think about it. A little over a month. So... choose wisely. What happened to the Kyle Larson Heat 2 Championship? I mean, nothing really. I mean, I stopped doing it like full time, and then I brought it back this year, early April. Just haven't really got around to the next episode. So, rumor has it that the next episode will be hitting this coming April again. So, if you're still looking for it, we're not done yet. Oh God. I start school on Friday. Yeah, I think Giles was telling me about that. Kids already going back to school. Like, what the damn? It's July. I mean, it's not. I guess it's almost August, but damn, man. I know all the schools around Maryland here. I think they passed the deal to go back after Labor Day, which is. I mean, you know, I support that, but yeah. Congratulations to Creeperman. I think is now a 3-time Best of Life champion. Congratulations on PS4. And for that, sir, let me make sure I'm recording. What the hell? There you go. There we go. We got it recorded. Confetti! Oop. See, my mouse is doing that thing where it's double clicking. Congratulations. Well done on your oh God, it's your Best at Life win. Congratulations. I'm really proud of you. So I hope you guys had fun today. Tonight we'll be back next Tuesday with the Xbox NASCAR Heat 3 substream. So we might have some more NASCAR Heat 4 news to talk about there. But anyways, we'll be back next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. You know the time, you know the place. And with that, no Cestra this Thursday. It is postponed, and the season is moved back a week. So we'll be at Chicagoland next Thursday, so no stream this Thursday. We'll be back with Rod Carr at Daytona this Friday. And no, it's Talladega, I think. Yeah, this Friday. So that'll be at 8:45 p.m. Eastern right here live. So make sure y'all come out to that. It is always a fun time. 65% chance of an Xbox substream on F1 2019. So look out for that on Saturday at some point towards the evening. So with that, once again, thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. Let me shout out to the donos real quick. Let's see here. So first off, I forgot, we got a new member off stream. That's Caleb Nelson, so shout out to my man, Caleb. We got Undead Gaming coming in with the donos, Mark Eckstein, and Undead Gaming with the new member. Once again, appreciate it, man. Welcome to our club. Mark Eckstein, Big Ben with the 1.99 piece, and Nikki B. So thanks, you guys. Appreciate everybody for coming out, man. Once again, hope you guys had fun, and we'll catch y'all live this coming Friday. Rod Carr, 8:45 p.m. Eastern at Talladega. Be there, be there, be there.